Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In Nier Reincarnation, we are on day 50 of the game, so let's have a look at my account. I will talk about my plans from now, and then I will address some of the things that people are saying about like the state of the game, or like the state of their accounts, or the state of their motivation. All right, but first, let's head into the menu. And I guess we'll go from the top, we'll go to characters. And these are my characters. The other day I put up a polls video for Bloody Hunter Gale. I did not pull her there, spoiler alert, but I did get a new character in Bald-Headed Girl, and I was very happy to get her. And then I did say this in that video, but now that we are past, that new account phase where we get a ton of free gems, now we need to kind of put away the idea of maxing everybody to level 90 and then settle for or concentrate on level 70 or ideally 75 units. And so yeah, I'm going to be very happy with Bald-Headed Girl here at level 70. However, I have these books here that I have saved from the previous two opportunities. Still haven't used them yet. If I were to use them, I think she would be one of my first choices, but I haven't needed it yet, so I'm just going to hoard them for now. I'll probably wait for some high difficulty content that will kind of force me to use it. And then also in those pulls, I got Demas. He is my first 4-star gun user, so that opens another dimension in my account that gives me a very powerful character to use my 4-star weapons with. Him too, I would strongly consider using the generic books, but again, haven't faced the need yet, so I'm just going to hang on to that. And then there are my three mainstays, the summer units. Leon, Fio, and Akeha. They're still doing great for me. Amazingly, I pulled a second version of 9S Leon, so I was able to ascend him once, get his second passive ability. If I get him, if I get one more drop of him or two more drops, maybe I might start using him just as a change of pace instead of the Summer Leon, whom I love very much, but yeah. And then there was the handout Fio. I've been using her in my dark teams, and she's very strong, actually. Happy to have her. And then, it might have been yesterday, they added the replicant version of Argo, and yeah, he's going to be my 4-star spear user for now. I might retire the other one here, although I might use him for laughs now and then. But yeah, back when I laid out my goals to get a certain amount of like level 90 units or level 90 weapons, I also figured the handout stuff in there. So the hurdle to reach those goals is not as high as maybe I let on in those early videos. Okay, then we got the 3-star units. Let's see, who do I use here mostly? I use mostly still Gale, that's probably not surprising. Although I've been putting in 3-star Kaine in, again for a change of pace, but also because she's pretty good herself, especially if you compare her to the 4-star version of Kaine. Is there anyone else? Oh, and then 3-star Griff. I just like him because he wears a suit. All right, I think that will do it for units. Let's look at weapons next. And lots of 4-star weapons, very happy about this. And then lots of, evolved 3-star weapons. I guess we can look at the 3-star weapons again. But we got the blind spear. This was a nice dark staff for Leon to use until I pulled the 9S Leon. Now I'm using that one because it has the blind in addition to other stuff. ML heads, haven't used those recently. Here is the greatsword that has healing, so it's very nice. Here's a nice short sword, although I pulled a lot of the 4-star light short sword in a hurry, so I haven't used this one lately. This is a 3-star weapon that can heal your party, so I am very close to maxing this. Might be useful for the upcoming tower. Here is the water staff. I was going to use this until I pull the 4-star water staff. I did that the other day, so this is retired now. And the fire staff, also retired. I'll show you that later. Fire greatsword, still using this because I don't have a 4-star version. I'll talk about that a little bit more later. And then here's the fire short sword. I liked this one because it had a bunch of critical stuff. And so when I get a 4-star short sword user, I might seriously consider using this one. And that's it there. Okay. And then for 4-star weapons, I guess we can look at... we'll look at by weapons. Short swords, don't use a lot. I use it with like 3-star kinda and stuff, but here is that light element short sword, which I miraculously got 4 copies of, but this is very strong. Anything else to say here? Not really. And great swords. I have every element covered except for fire with 4-star weapons. And I guess with that I could segue into talking about dark memory weapons. But I think the next one that I want to use a lavender cube on is this one, so that I can have a 4-star weapon for Akeha in fire element. And then I'm kind of wanting a dark memory weapon at 4 stars, level 80, for every weapon type, because I just like this skill so much, haste, as a passive ability. It doesn't even have to be the main weapon that you equip, but this will speed up the cooldown time of your skills. And so I might actually put off going for the dark memory version of Griff for a while, and then focus more on getting a weapon of every attack type. Okay, let's look at guns next. Again, I've been really able to use these more lately because I got the 4-star Demus. But all elements covered here. So here's dark, pulled this a couple times. Light, only pulled this once. Water, pulled this once. Fire, pulled this twice. And then here is the dark memory gun. I got this to stage 7, and so if I get it to stage 8 with these materials here, I can take it to 5 stars, and then max level 90. Then it'll be very powerful. But yeah, this is a cool weapon to have. Alright, next we got staves. And yeah, my staff game got some upgrades recently. But here is the dark one, which can cause blind. For some reason, I used a black pearl on it. No regrets. Here is Summer Leon's staff. I also used a black pearl here to max that. This is very strong. This one's nice as a sub staff because it has this skill. This is a one-time heal once you go below 70%. So that can help him with his tankiness. This is a nice main staff in wind. And then here's the water staff that I was talking about earlier. And the fire staff I was talking about earlier. And this one too, this dark memory weapon. I got this to level 80. Partly again for the haste, speed up the cooldown time. But this also has a party heal. So that's very nice. Oh, I got a couple more staves. Here is Ball-Headed Girl's staff, also has a party heal, but I don't need to work on this as much because I have the dark memory version. And then this one here, this one's listed as a good sub-weapon, but I don't know, it's got the attack up, which is nice, but then like, what is it, Aegis, HP up? Don't know if I need that so much. But happy to have it, got 2 pulls of that. Alright, then we got spears. This is maybe my weakest. As we can see, they're all dark or water. That's kind of funny. And then fists. Fists I'm also pretty well covered. I still need a light element fist, but yeah, all of my other ones are pretty leveled. This one's kind of crazy. I just kept pulling this fire one. This one's almost maxed. Okay, so I think that was weapons. Next, companions. Haven't been farming these too much. Once we get very hard for like, what is it, chapters 7 through 12, we'll get a bonus to increase the amount of drops of companion leveling stuff, so I might wait for that. And then Memoirs, I think I have the filter on for all of the 4-star ones only. So yeah, I've been concentrating on those. I've been able to farm the floor 10, 9 or 10 of all of the dungeons. So I have a decent selection here. But I haven't been working on these as hard as I could be. And I think that is the state of my account. I am back to saving. I'd like to get the 4-star version of Noelle whenever she comes out, so I'm hanging on to my tickets and my gems for when she comes out. Alright, and then finally, I guess we could talk about kind of the state of the game. We are at that point that every mobile game goes through, where like when it's first released, everybody's really curious, and then they install it, and then like a lot of people quit after like 2 weeks or 1 month. And so we're seeing a lot of people leave the game. This is normal for all mobile games, so it's not a reason to panic. Also, a lot of people are saying that like their play has slowed down, or like they've hit a wall at like 100k force, or like they don't know what to do next, or there's nothing left to do. This is also very typical for mobile games. It doesn't usually happen this fast. For Nier Reincarnation, maybe a like 3 weeks or a month of hard play will see you beating like 90% of what's in the game. For other games like Monster Strike, maybe it would take 3 months. For War of the Visions, maybe 4 to 6 months. But yeah, this is another thing that often happens in mobile games. In the beginning, when we have a brand new account and we have nothing, we need to push really hard. We need to play at a high rate. Maybe we need to pull at a high rate. But once our account reaches a certain point, we've beaten most of the content in the game. And so our play slows down, also our pulling slows down. Some people, they can't handle that sudden slowing. They confuse it for like burnout. But what's important here at this time is to adjust kind of our expectations for the game. And this is related to how I talk about Nier Reincarnation being a good sub-game to a main game. And also is related to my warning to other content creators that this game does not lend itself to content creation very well. But for me, and I talked about this in a recent video as well, I am really enjoying playing it as a free-to-play user, playing it at this slow pace. It's excruciating still not having a 4-star short sword user. But it's also part of the fun. You can try to kind of make it up with like 3-star characters, or just try to get around it by not using short swords at all. That's part of the unique challenge of a kind of a newer account. Okay, but that'll do it for this video. We got the water tower coming tomorrow. I am very interested to try it out. It looks like fun. Okay, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.